Hi, everybody. John here at PT. Dan with Sandler Training. PT Ask Dan. How we doing, Dan?
Hey, John, great. You?
Good. Thank you.
You're
So,
welcome.
listen to a recent podcast, and it had Mike Tomlin on it, and a couple of ex-NFL players. One of them, a former Steeler who played for Tomlin. And they talked about a huge range of things. And I'll put a link into the podcast if you're a fan of this sort of thing. But one of the things I think a lot of people across the country know Tomlin for is these one-liners. He talks about the standard is the standard, or next man up. And he doesn't seek comfort, and we can't expect the extraordinary or the unique if we're going to be ordinary, those kinds of things. And what I finally heard him talk about is why he uses them. And what fascinated me was, it's like, I don't like to talk. I like to show by doing, but I need things to hit home and be impactful.
Mhm.
So can you talk a little bit about ways that you help people be more impactful, whether it's that kind of an approach or people that maybe struggle to stray and focus at times too?
Well, as you were talking, I kept thinking it's all about culture. It's
Yeah.
all about the company culture, the organizational culture. If you're an owner, you have to set the standard for what the culture of your company is. Is it high energy? Is it a sales culture? Or is it we're an order taker culture?
Yeah.
If you're a salesperson, what's your culture? Are you waiting aggressively for the phone to ring? Or are you making calls? Are you out
Yes.
there prospecting and trying to beat the drum to bring in business? And so I think it really starts with, what do we want? What's fun
Yeah.
for us?
Yep.
What do we see this where do we see this going, and what we want this to be like, and then do everything you can to get there.
Yeah. And how you want to enjoy your time. Because I think we've all sort of transitioned over the last 30 years to value time more. We've talked about it for a long time, but we're trying to be more in that space now. So, and that concept of doing things that make you happy and are productive and valuable and business growth and all those kinds of things
Mhm.
is what you're describing there, and how you set that tone. And you can do it a lot of different ways.
Yeah. And
Um,
it's funny because I'll hear from salespeople, oh, my owner is kind of lazy, or my owner doesn't
mm,
really set this. Okay, but what are you doing about it?
yeah.
So at the end of the day, aren't we all in charge of our own company? Like, if I'm a salesperson, I'm still the president and CEO of You Incorporated.
Yeah.
What am I doing? So if I'm an owner, I've got to set the stage, so to speak. But if I'm an employee, I have responsibility there. I can't just blame them. I need to
Yep.
set the stage for the way I want things too.
Yep. Each of us owns our culture and what happens around us in that regard. So you bet.
Yeah, totally.
All right, everybody. See you tomorrow.